is a small space between the parts of the fibularis longus that originates from the head of the fibula and the neck of the fibula. The common fibular nerve passes through this gap and is easily identified. After passing through the gap, the nerve terminates by bifurcating into two terminal branches, the deep and superficial fibular nerve.
So the posterior compartment of the leg. So this compartment is the largest among the three compartments of the leg. Collectively, the muscles in this area plantar flex and invert the foot. So plantar flex meaning to flex the foot or toes towards the sole. They are innervated by the tibial nerve, a terminal branch of the sciatic nerve. Posterior compartment consists of 7 muscles that we will know as we go through our discussion. So as I was saying, this compartment of the leg consists of 7 muscles and organized into 2 layers, which are the superficial and deep. However, these are separated by a band called fascia. So you might ask what fascia is. It is a thin casing of connective tissue that surrounds and holds every organ, blood vessel, bone, nerve fiber, and muscle in place. So the superficial muscles. May I ask Mr. Dagdagan to please read about the superficial muscles?
It forms the characteristical shape of the posterior leg and the calcaneus of the foot through the calcaneal tendon. However, there are two versions associated with the calcaneal tendon to minimize friction during movement. These are subcutaneous calcaneal bursa, deep bursa of the calcaneal tendon.
So the subcutaneous calcaneal bursa lies between the skin and calcaneal tendon. However, the deep bursa of the calcaneal tendon lies between the tendon and the calcaneus. So under superficial are the muscles gastrocnemius, plantaris, and soleus. With this, we will be able to know also the attachment, the actions, and the innervations of each muscles. Next po. The gastrocnemius. It is the most superficial among all muscles in the posterior leg. It has 2 heads, the medial and lateral, which converge to form a single muscle belly. So its attachment, the lateral head originates from the lateral femoral condyle and medial head from the medial femoral condyle. The fibers converge and form a single muscle belly. In the lower part of the leg, the muscle belly combines with the soleus to form the calcaneal tendon with inserts on the calcaneus or what we call the heel bone. So its actions, it plantar flexes at the ankle joint, and because it crosses the knee, it is a flexor there. So its innervation, the tibial nerve. Next is the plantaris. It is a small muscle with a long tendon which can be mistaken for a nerve as it descends down the leg. So trivia, plantaris is absent in 10% of people. Haan nga amin nga tao ket ada plantaris na. So the attachment of plantaris originates from the lateral supracondylar line of the femur. The muscles descends medially, condensing into a tendon that runs down the leg between the gastrocnemius and the soleus. The tendon blends with the calcaneal tendon. So its action, it plantar flexes at the ankle joint, and because it crosses the knee, it is a flexor there. It is not a vital muscle for these movements. So its innervation in the tibial nerve. Next is the soleus. It is located deep to the gastrocnemius. It is a large and flat and was named due to its resemblance of a flatfish named sole. So, its attachment naman originates from the oleal line of the tibia and proximal fibular area. The muscle narrows in the lower part of the leg and joins the calcaneal tendon. Its actions: plantar flexes the foot at the ankle joint. So, innervation, the tibial nerve. So, next naman, sa deep muscles naman tayo. There are four muscles that makes up the deep compartment of the posterior of the leg. One muscle, the popliteus, acts only on the knee joint. The three remaining muscles, which are the tibialis posterior, flexor hallucis longus, and the flexor digitorum longus, act on the ankle and foot. So, the first muscle, which is the popliteus. It is located superiorly in the leg and lies behind the knee joint, forming the base of the popliteal fossa. The popliteus bursa. It is a bursa that lies between popliteal tendon and posterior surface of the joint. The attachment of popliteus. It originates from the lateral condyle of the femur and the posterior horn of the lateral meniscus. From there, it runs infromedially toward the tibia and inserts above the origin of the soleus muscle. The action: laterally rotates the femur on the tibia, unlocking the knee joint so that flexion can occur. Its innervation is in the tibial nerve. Next is the tibialis posterior. It is the deepest out of the four muscles. It lies between the flexor digitorum longus and the flexor hallucis longus. So its attachment naman, it originates from interosseous membrane between the tibia and the fibula, and posterior surfaces to the malleolus and attaches to the plantar surfaces or the medial tarsal bones. Its action: it inverts and plantar flexes the foot, maintains the medial arc of the foot. Its innervation is in the tibial nerve. Next po. Letter C, the flexor digitorum longus. It is smaller muscle than the flexor hallucis longus. It is located medially in the posterior leg. So its attachment originates from the medial surface of the tibia, attaches to the plantar surfaces of the lateral four digits. Its action: flexes the lateral four toes. Its innervation is in the tibial nerve. Next, or the last one, is the flexor hallucis longus. This muscle is found on the lateral side of leg. This is slightly counterintuitive as it is opposite the great toe which it acts on. So its attachment: it originates from the posterior surface of the fibula, attaches to the plantar surface of the phalanx of the great toe. Its actions: it flexes the great toe, and the innervation is in the tibial nerve. Next one.
So next topic, we will talk about the what is quadriceps, calf, and feet.